go live. It says we're live. I have no way to check it. I should put on something else, but we're live with the Hemp Hour here to talk about DC FanDome Schedule and stuff. And I got a special guest with me, Shadow Vessel, who's here to come and talk all about this DC FanDome Schedule. So let's just get into it. I'm going to add him right now. Is he ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Right. You got that link I sent you earlier, right? So that's we're gonna go over that real quick.
Yeah, I got that.
And I'm sure people, good. I'm sure people will file in, but if not, they can just watch this afterwards because I want to go over schedule, this fucking DC schedule, and make some predictions. Do you just want to start from the beginning? Obviously.
I'm gonna just follow you on this.
All right. Well, we got a whole event planned for the 22nd. Warner Brothers put on a DC FanDome, and the first panel on the schedule is the Wonder Woman 1984 panel at 1 p.m. So I guess it's starting at 1 p.m. I don't see anything else before that. So, yeah, what do you expect to see out of the Wonder Woman panel?
I don't know. We should probably get some kind of trailer or teaser or something.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, we're about due for another one. We still haven't seen Cheetah in all her Cheetah glory yet, have we?
No, we have not. So I'm definitely going to expect a reveal from Cheetah and all of that. And I think it says right here, stars Gal Gadot, Chris Pine, Kristen Wiig, and Pedro Pascal, and director Patty Jenkins will host it. So yeah, they're all going to be there. So I assume we're going to get the Cheetah reveal. That's for damn sure. Because Kristen Wiig's being there, you know. So and it's going to be 25 minutes long. That's the thing with these panels. A lot of them don't go over like 30 minutes. So, I mean,
I was curious about that. Yeah, if you look at the schedule, they've got stuff like 15 minutes apart, but then they say they're going to be 25 minutes. So it's like,
I don't know how this is all gonna work together. You got to watch one stream over the other type thing. You got to pick the ones you want to watch. But yeah, that's the first one. It's Wonder Woman 1984. Expecting a trailer. Expecting a Cheetah. The next one I don't care about. At the same time, we're moving on to the Warner Brothers games Montreal announcement panel at 1:30. You don't play games, but this is going to be the first look at the WB Batman game, which I'm very excited for. They haven't made a Batman game since Arkham Origins, so we all should be very excited for that. And they're finally announcing it. So that's official. That's on the schedule.
Even I'm excited to see a new Batman game because I think the last one I actually played was probably Arkham City. But, oh man, I've actually watched YouTube videos of Arkham Knight and all that kind of stuff. So, I want to get me a PS5. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I might just have to get me a cheap PS4. So, is this game going to be on PS4 or is this just new?
I'm thinking it's just going to be on PS4 because PS5 doesn't come out till late this year, and it might not even come out this year. There's no real. No one knows for sure. They haven't announced any dates. But yeah, this should be on PS4 for sure. So very excited for that one.
Yeah. Do we have any hints on what it's going to be about other than what was that cryptic thing they released last year?
It was Core of the Owls type thing. That's what everyone was teasing. That's going to be Core of the Owls. Very exciting stuff.
Cool.
So I definitely want to see that one. The Sandman is the next panel after that. The Sandman universe panel. I don't know what exactly this one's going to be. It's Neil Gaiman's going to be there. And I think they're just going to talk about the series. How is it expanded with the new stories, adapted to new mediums. They might be talking about the audiobook for it as well. So I don't know about that one.
That's what I was thinking. It could be a big giant audiobook free for all. They could have well, I don't know how sure that is, but it could be something with all the voice actors they use from the book or something. But
yeah. If you saw Rafe Porter's tweet, I think he asked Neil Gaiman if he needed somebody for his audiobook or something like that along those lines.
Yeah.
So you never know. That could tie in. Black Lightning panel, don't really care. Multiverse 101 panel, don't really care. It's going to have Jim Lee on that multiverse panel, so that's interesting. Introducing Flash panel at 2:45. Not so sure what this one's about. The Flash filmmakers and Ezra Miller are going to be there, so they're talking about the Flash movie, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not even started filming. But anyway, yeah.
I think it's a good sign that we've actually got a director showing up. I mean, you finally got somebody who's sticking so far. You know, we don't know how that's going to go. Still don't know what to expect from that. I mean, you know, with the whole Michael Keaton reveal, it's like, all right, what exactly are they going to do with this movie? You know, because, you know, I'm not sure if they're going to do Flashpoint. This could be something totally original. Who knows? I don't know. I'm a Flash fan anyway, so I'm just ready to see anything with him in it. That's why, you know, that's one of the reasons I want to see the Justice League so much, because Flash just, you know, he had no shine in Justice League, so I just want to see him have some shine on him in Justice League. Him actually saving everybody at the end and all that stuff, you know, doing hero shit instead of just pushing people out of the way. Yeah,
yeah, we should get way more Flash in that Justice League as well. So. Yeah, it's interesting. Ezra Miller's going to be there because we all know he's having problems with choking women and whatnot. But, you know, he's going to be there. So I guess it's not a big deal. And this guy says new sub. So welcome 187. Welcome 187 to the channel. All right.
Oh, wow. I hadn't even looked at the comment section. I got like this on the laptop. I got that on the phone. And I was going to turn the TV on, but I figured, fuck it, I'll save the Wi-Fi. You never know. But,
so that's interesting that we are going to get some details about this Flash film, and they actually have something. They might even announce when they're going to start filming it. So that'll be an interesting panel to watch. All right, the next panel after that is the Suicide Squad panel at 3 p.m. And this is the Suicide Squad, the James Gunn Suicide Squad. And it just says director James Gunn takes fan questions about the Task Force X. It doesn't say if other cast members are going to be there, but I assume we're going to get some appearances by other cast members, maybe some Dave Bautista stuff. I don't know. Wait, isn't John Cena? John Cena said he was going to be at the DC FanDome. So, and he's in the Suicide Squad, so that might be where we're going to see him.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I was thinking, let's see, the Suicide Squad panel. Gosh, shit. Did it say anything about other people being with him? Because we kind of figured Margot Robbie and all, you know, whoever. If Dave Bautista's going to be there, you know, she's going to be there. But I haven't seen anybody mention her.
I'm on the Polygon schedule breakdown, and it just has this little paragraph that says James Gunn is going to answer questions. With the other detail, they tell you if other people are going to be there, but this one, it just says James Gunn, which is interesting. But, you know. Interested to see what the hell the movie's about. I know they got some stuff done, so we might see a teaser trailer. That's a prediction right there. You can put down right now. We're going to see a teaser trailer for it of some kind, a sip it reel of some kind, for sure. Not for sure, prediction, but you get it.
Yeah, kind of like a stunt clip or something like that, you know.
Understand. The next panel is DC Legends of Tomorrow, which is actually at the same time as the Suicide Squad panel, but I don't really care about that. I don't care about a lot of this stuff. The expansion of the DC's Watchmen universe panel at 3:30. I don't know what this one's about. It's going to be moderated by the TV series creator Damon Lindelof, whatever you say his name.
Yeah.
After that TV series got canceled.
I wonder how many Game of Thrones questions he's going to get.
I don't know. It'd be funny if you got a lost question. That'd be hysterical.
Oh, God. Yeah, Watchmen, you know, I never was really, you know, I guess big on expanding the Watchmen universe at all. I mean,
me neither. Yeah.
You know, it was written as an ending to comic book hero endings. And whenever they came out with the prequels, I was like, okay, they're going Kingdom Come with this. Because, you know, they tried the sequel series for Kingdom Come that bombed. And yeah. So, yeah, I honestly, anything concerning Watchmen, unless it has to do with, Alan
Moore?
Yes. If he would come out and, like, have some kind of interview panel, anything, I'd be all for that. So,
dude, if he ever did anything like that, I would watch it. He doesn't do that kind of stuff. Yeah. It kind of sucks. He doesn't really talk that much.
Yeah,
But
he's not a big fan of his movie adaptations.
So that'd be interesting. I'll be interested if they talk about Doomsday Clock because that one guy wrote it. I forget his name.
Oh
But that
man,
one guy wrote it.
Don's guy. Yeah, he's in trouble for what I hear.
It's something. It's something.
Did you
He
finish
did something.
reading
I
that?
don't know what it is, but he did something.
Yeah,
He
I know,
called
right?
somebody a jerk or something. I don't know.
Oh god, we'll never know. We'll never know. It'll get brushed under the rug, and we'll never know what fucking happened.
He said some mean words to somebody, and they got offended.
Have you finished Doomsday Clock yet, though?
I read the first part, and it was really good. I have the second part in the mail, actually. So
Okay.
I'm probably going to finish that before the end of this year, right here.
I didn't actually read it. I watched the
people
YouTubers
saying
talking about it. Oh,
hello, guys.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Stallone fan.
Stallone fan. Stallone fan's the man, all right? Stallone fan is the man. But the next panel after that is the boss females of colors within the DC Universe panel. I don't really care. But the one after that is the surprise DC Comics panel at 5 p.m., which is 45 minutes before the Snyder Cut of Justice League panel. So what do you think it's going to be, Shadow Vessel? What do you think the surprise is going to be? I'm betting something Suicide Squad related, but you go ahead.
Well, if you're talking about the game, that's later on. They've actually got that scheduled later on. Yeah. I don't know. The surprise DC Comics panel. From what I've seen lately, it's like DC Comics is going out of business or something right now. Right?
They're having trouble. Jim Lee's trying to cover it up bad. He's trying to cover it real bad, but they having troubles. They having serious troubles right now.
So now I really don't know. I mean, God, unless it's some kind of sequel to Doomsday Clock or something, which I doubt. But the first thing I saw, surprise DC Comics panel. I don't know.
That's right before the Snyder Cut, by the way. So
exactly. So I don't know. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is Ray Fisher, just because I haven't seen his name anywhere else.
So you think it's a cyborg movie?
Yeah, or it's something. I think he's going to show up in, like I say, it's 20 minutes. I don't know, man. I mean, at first I thought it was going to be a Flash thing, and then I saw the Flash panel, and then I was like, well, shit, what else? Are they going to do a cyborg movie? I mean, so I don't know. I'm kind of at a blank because the Batman has its own panel. Let's see, Shazam 2, Black Adam, everything has its own panel on the schedule. So it's like, what else is there? What am I missing? I'm missing something really obvious, ain't I?
David Ayer's Suicide Squad. David Ayer's Suicide Squad might be announced right there. I don't know.
Really?
It's a possibility. It's a possibility here.
Like this quick? I mean,
100%. They could just announce it. I mean, like, they don't have to have anything really done on it right now, but I would think since it's tying into the Snyder Cut anyway, right? And it's right before the Snyder Cut, it would be a great lead-in. It would be like, all right, before we give you that Snyder Cut, we're announcing the David Ayer cut right here. And it's only a 20-minute panel. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. But Cyborg movie. This is right. Stallone fan. Cyborg movie would be awesome. Hopefully, Jean-Claude Van Damme returns.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure that is a strong possibility. And he's gonna play Hawkman probably. So you gotta
Well, I know what cyborg movie you're talking about, Stallone. So maybe talking about the '90s. What was it? The '90s? The movie Cyborg, Jean-Claude Van Damme made.
Yeah.
Anyway, my bad. But yeah, I mean, if the Ayer cut before, I would have, I've been saying all along, like, okay, we're not going to get the Steppenwolf Ayer cut because, we're not going to get this. But now that we're getting like OG Steppenwolf and all this for Justice League, I'm starting to think, well, how much money would it cost to replace the bubble wrap monsters with parademons? I mean,
not that much. I don't know. If they already have it, like, done in a computer, right? You just slap it on the movie, right? I don't know. I would assume it's something like that. It's gonna be a movie though, because it's like it's right before Zack Snyder's Watchmen. At least I'm thinking it's gonna be a movie. It could be anything. We know The Rock's gonna be there, so it could be the Black. Well, they had the Black Adam panel afterwards, so it might. I don't know.
Is Abrams still doing the Justice League Dark movie? Has anybody heard anything on that?
No, that's been really quiet. But yeah, there could be something with J.J. Abrams. That's not good. That's not a bad guess.
I forgot all about JJ, to be honest, with everything else that's been going on, dude.
100% it could be JJ. 100%. But anyway, the one panel everyone's here to see, though, at 5:45 p.m., and it's going to last for 25 minutes, is the Snyder Cut of Justice League panel. They titled it the Snyder Cut of Justice League panel. They didn't call it Zack Snyder's Justice League for some reason. We don't know what the official title of the movie is yet. That's what we're going to find out, is at this panel. We're going to find out the official title. We're going to find out if it's a series or movie. We're going to get some good details. And we're going to get a new trailer. At least that's what Zack Snyder is promising.
Yeah, something new too. Something
brand new, he said.
Yeah. And you know, I didn't notice until you just said that, but the Snyder Cut of Justice League panel. I mean, that could be the new. I didn't even put that together. Shit.
it's interesting. Yeah, like I still think it might be called Zack Snyder's Justice League. It might be, but I could easily see them changing it to something that's like, put like the Snyder Cut in the title, because the Snyder Cut, that that phrase has gone mainstream, right?
Oh yeah.
Like when you say Snyder Cut, people instantly think of this movie. So I don't know. That might be something they change it to.
We can speak it in Valerian. I mean, Jesus, it has its own. Yeah, it has its own fictional language translation. That's you've made it right there.
Oh, Stallone fan said something out here. You can't wait for the Shazam 2 announcements as well as the Snyder Cut. Is that the secret movie they might be dropping, or is it on this thing? I don't think it's on this. I think
there is a Shazam panel with Zachary Levi.
Yeah, so that's where they might announce the sequel. He's getting a little ahead of ourselves. A little ahead. And Ryan C's talking about the writer of Sopranos is helping make the Batman series with Matt Reeves. That was all like a big rumor that Matt Reeves is making an HBO Batman series.
Oh, wow.
So we'll see. I don't know. They have to make the movie first. I don't know.
Right? I know.
I feel like people are getting a little ahead of themselves right there.
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear. I'm waiting to see that trailer. The title reveal. I'm wondering if we're going to get a runtime reveal or it's probably going to be announced, even though I think it's already like common knowledge. It's a series, and maybe we'll finally get okay, how long is this series? What do we have a runtime yet? So maybe not.
How many episodes? Yeah, how many episodes? 6, 8, 10? Like what are we doing here?
30 minutes, 45.
Stallone fan said he wants a feature length film, but he's not opposed to the miniseries idea. So, I mean, there's a bunch of things happening. Classy has come in here and talked about the Suicide Squad game, which is surprising that it's not. I don't think it's on this list. It's not on the schedule. But the WB Montreal game is on the schedule. Oh no, it's right here. Never mind.
Yeah, it's near the top or bottom or fucking late.
Yep.
It's later.
It's right before the Batman panel. So anyway, Snyder Cut looks great. The Black Adam panel though at 6 is right after it. So are you excited for this one? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is going to be is hosting it, right?
I think
There we go.
He sets the stage for the story and tone of the new movie with a fans first Q&A. And a few surprises, and it's only 15 minutes. I'm excited about this just because I'm gonna call him the fucking Rock, but the Rock, he has been trying to get this shit made for so long, just like Ryan Reynolds did with Deadpool. So he's invested in it, and the fact that him and Henry Cavill have the same agent, and the I forgot his name already. The director of the first Shazam horror movie.
Oh, Sandberg.
Yeah, Sandberg. Even he said something to somebody about he put that headless Superman thing in there just so he could keep Henry Cavill's Superman in the mix, and it was like a real cryptic fucking quote. But and then you got fucking Dwayne Johnson wanting he wants to fucking beat up on Superman. I mean, that's going to be his dream come true right there.
Dream come true for all of us. That's all I've been wanting to see.
And then
Black Adam fighting.
I'm just
Superman.
saying, as an actor and wrestler, who doesn't want to fucking beat the shit out of Superman on screen one time?
We all remember how Dwayne started his career. He used to be a bad guy in wrestling before he became the good guy. So he loves it. Yeah. What are you gonna say?
I was thinking maybe Ryan Reynolds might show up for this Black Adam panel, since him and Dwayne Johnson's been going back and forth about him being in something Snyder related, as Hawkman or Green Lantern or something. So I'm hoping that he might do a little, like, drop by, because that's what Ryan Reynolds does.
So Ryan Reynolds was talking to The Rock on Twitter, and that'd be interesting if he showed up for the Black Adam panel, because then that would prove the culture nerd right. Which
what'd he say?
He said that Ryan Reynolds is going to be Hawkman in the Black Adam movie.
Oh, he started that?
Yeah. Yeah, they started that.
Okay, I didn't know. Like I said, I'm not on there as much. I'll see notifications pop up, and I'll catch like the ass end or the middle of a conversation. I'm just like, fuck it.
Yeah. But you know the character. You know the characters, right? Like, Hawkman is nothing like Ryan Reynolds. Like, it's like not even close. Like,
no,
total mismatch.
Yeah, like even the one. Remember? Did you see the one on Smallville? The Hawkman they had.
Yeah.
He was kind of cool. Like, I didn't expect, and the guy that played him used to be on Stargate SG-1 as the nerdy guy. So whenever he was on here, he was like all like stoic and shit, and I was like, wow, that's fucking cool. But yeah, so I was like, okay, maybe we can get an awesome Hawkman on screen, So yeah, I mean, I don't know who you'd cast as that.
Gerard Butler, Stallone fans right here.
Gerard Butler, yeah,
I knew Gerard Butler.
He's been. Didn't he play an Egyptian in what was that movie, Gods and Monsters or something?
Yeah, he played the bad guy in that movie. Yeah.
Okay, I still haven't seen it. Jeez.
Honestly, it's like a superhero movie, like, set in Egypt. So it's not that bad, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta be on drugs, though. Honestly, let's be straight here.
Which we move on to Aquaman.
Let's move on to Aquaman, another movie that you should probably take drugs while watching. 7 p.m. The Aquaman director James Wan and King Orm himself, Patrick Wilson, take a deep dive. I don't know how many of these water jokes they could fit into this paragraph. Into the world of Atlantis that Wan created. Yeah. But wait, and then it says revealing their favorite behind-the-scenes moments from their largest DC movie ever. What does that mean? Have they already filmed stuff for Aquaman 2? Or are they revealing concept art? I don't know.
It looks like he's saying they're revealing favorite behind-the-scenes moments from the first one.
Oh, okay.
Because I guess Aquaman is the largest DC movie ever, breaking a billion.
Oh.
Well,
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Dark Knight. Yeah, Dark Knight didn't make $1 billion, did it?
It did make $1 billion. Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises both made $1 billion. But that's the thing. Like, largest DC movie ever. They really mean money? I don't know. They might be meaning like actual scale. I like as far as how much CGI goes into it or whatever.
What's it?
I don't know. But yeah, what do you, I think they're definitely announcing Aquaman 2 this panel. That's a prediction happening right now.
Yeah,
we'll see something. Yeah,
we'll see a steal, or like not even like a teaser, but like just a poster teaser or something on the screen behind them, like they did with BVS.
Yeah. And,
Patrick Wilson, I love him anyway. He's cool. He's in all the fucking Zack Snyder shit. He's the president on the phone in BVS, for crying out loud.
Yes, he is. I also love his Insidious movies, which I think James Wan also was with him on that. I think, right? Insidious was James Wan, right?
Did he do all three? Did he make all three, or just the first one?
I think the first two, maybe. Okay. I have to look it up, but that's what y'all have the internet for, okay? Aquaman, no, 7 o'clock. Great movie. I'm sure they're going to show concept art of the next movie. And King Orm is going to be in Aquaman 2, so it makes sense while Patrick Wilson's there. And probably Jason Momoa is going to pop on this panel. I can't imagine he's not going to pop up on this panel unless he's working that day for some reason. But
or he's on the Snyder Cut panel.
Not on that. That's another thing. The Snyder Cut panel just says Zack Snyder, but we know for a fact it's going to be other people there. It's going to have to be, right?
I hope so. they said that on the Justice Con thing, and I thought we was going to get something surprising, and then yeah, I didn't realize Justice Con was going to be as small as it was until we got it. So yeah, I mean, and it's still cool. I'm not saying anything bad about it. Sorry.
Yeah, God forbid you fucking
God
say
forbid, you know?
anything off color about anything.
Exactly.
10 minutes is how long the Aquaman panel is going to be. I don't get why these panels are so short. They're going to go over time, right? I can't imagine, like, we're going to be able to rewatch these, right? Because I don't think I'm going to be able to catch these live, honestly.
So. Yeah, me neither. Like, I'm like, okay, you sign up for it. Do you have to pay for it? Is this a subscription thing or what?
Yeah, better not be charging people for this. That'd be some bullshit. Yeah, better not be.
I'll be doing my reaction the next day when somebody uploads it on YouTube.
Yeah, right. I'll torrent it, you know? But yeah, I imagine the Zack Snyder Cut trailer, that's going to be on YouTube immediately afterwards. So, like, all these trailers that are dropping should for sure be up. But I don't know if how long they're going to keep the panels up. I don't know. But anyway, after that is the Ask Harley Quinn panel. I didn't watch the show. Did you watch the show?
I did not.
All right, so we're moving on. Shazam panel 7:30. Zachary Levi and the cast can't tell you shit. Sword of secrecy on the new script. So yeah, they're not gonna say anything about that movie. I doubt it. They're gonna give us some detail about that movie. They're gonna have to. But moreover, what does it say here about what the next movie might be about? While commenting on everything from panels to the other Zach's cut.
Oh,
like,
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you remember Zachary Levi, he said that he didn't think it was real. Yeah. And now he's going to comment on it. So, like, that should be a lot of fun to see.
That's what I actually...
He's going to be very funny.
Oh, my God. I actually queued in on Film Gob's live stream of the schedule yesterday, and I think I posted some comment about, I wonder what Zachary Levi is going to say. Like, you know, he's going to make some kind of joke. He's going to, it's like, what is he going to say? Or is he going to cover it all? But now that this is in here, it's like, hell yeah, that's something I'm actually going to be looking forward to.
That'd be so funny if he kept saying it wasn't real. Like, it's like, no, that's not coming out.
Hell yeah.
That would be hysterical.
Straight-faced Tim Dillon style, man. Just, it doesn't exist, man.
Did something change with that? I
didn't hear anything about that.
That's going to be a lot of fun to see.
But I didn't hate Shazam. So I'm kind of interested to see what they would do with the sequel. I'm kind of disappointed that Black Adam's not going to be in the sequel, but because that's where I would naturally see this going. But yeah, I mean, it didn't suck. Like, that's my big take on it. Like, I went in expecting a lot worse, and it was good. It was a lot better than I thought. It was a lot more adult in those 7 sin scenes and everything. And you know, I haven't watched it a lot. I don't think I'll have to watch it maybe twice, you know, but still, you know. So yeah, that was just my little 2 cents.
Yeah, I pretty much the same. I only seen the movie like twice. But there were moments in that movie that were fucked up. Like when the mother leaves the child, like leaves him. Like, what? Right. That's some fucked up shit. I was not expecting that. Like, I wasn't expecting it to happen like that, but yeah. I'm excited to see what they say. Excited to see what they say about the Snyder Cut. That's really what I want to see. And it says a special guest will drop in, so I don't know who that's going to be.
Wouldn't it be awesome if it was Zack Snyder?
I'd be like, he pops in as they're talking about the Snyder Cut. That'd be hysterical.
I wonder how much of these are live and how many of these are pre-recorded. Like, are they all going to be pre-recorded?
That's what, like, they have the run times of them. So like, either that's what they're thinking and how long it's going to be, or they already pre-recorded it and that's how long it is. Yeah. Which I don't know. I would hope it's live. That way they can go overtime, you know, and it's not going to really matter that much. But anyway, moving on to the next one. The Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League panel at 8 p.m. I'll definitely be seeing this live. I'll definitely be home by 8. I might not be home for the Snyder Cut, honestly. I'm trying to get home before 5 o'clock, but it might not happen that day. Yeah. We'll see. But anyway,
Will Arnett host the highly anticipated video game reveal from Rocksteady. Is he going to be the Batman voice in the game or what?
I don't know. He might be, since he's the voice of Batman in the Lego movie. Yeah. I don't know if it fits with what Rocksteady's going to do with the Kill the Justice League Suicide Squad game. That's going to be a pretty serious game right there.
Oh yeah, the poster by itself, fucking crosshairs on the back of Clark's head.
Yeah.
Jesus, it's like
it's gonna be a lot of fun. That's gonna be fun, crazy. But yeah, Rocksteady's been making this game for years. I think what happened was that they were making like the Superman game, and that fell off the rails like halfway through, and they switched it to this game, and I think that's what happened. Because I remember like years ago they were teasing Superman, but it might have been for this game. We don't really know. So yeah, very interested. yeah. Very interested to see what happens on this panel.
It's 20 minutes though, so
we're gonna get something. We're gonna get a trailer maybe. This might be another trailer moment.
Yeah.
I just see all my predictions have to do with trailers. We're getting some kind of trailers here.
Or maybe some kind of gameplay clip.
Gameplay clip, PS5, Ryan C. right here down. Ryan C. PS5, maybe. That might be a PS5 game. Maybe, I don't know. I'd be very interested to see that though, because I'm super hyped for anything Rocksteady does. They've never made a bad game, in my opinion. And Troy James says Injustice 3. I don't know why he said that. He said for some reason. I don't know. He read something somewhere. Yeah, I know. That's NetherRealms. NetherRealms does Injustice 3, I believe, right? So I don't know if that might be a special announcement. I don't know. They're all talking about that. But the last panel of the night, probably the second most important panel behind the Snyder Cut, the one ending it all, the one everybody's looking forward to the most, the Batman panel at 8:30. I think filmmaker Matt Reeves will host with fangirl Alicia Tyler. Oh, Jesus. And it'll be 30 minutes long. And they're going to have a couple surprises. So I'm thinking some kind of snippet reel, maybe a little trailer, teaser, something like that.
Maybe some Batmobile footage. What?
Robert Pattinson? Oh, yeah. I'm expecting something. I'm definitely expecting to see Robert Pattinson. That's going to be a surprise. He's going to pop in for sure. Like, what else is he doing? Yeah.
Like a beer belly and shit. Just empty wrappers at the audience.
He's looking like his character from Lighthouse and shit. That's what I would see.
I still haven't seen that.
It's a great movie. Great movie. It's like a shot like a silent movie though, but there's sound. But it's shot like a silent movie. It looks great.
Is that the last?
Yeah.
I thought there was more.
That on this schedule, that's what they got for the movies and video games and TV shows. So that's all I'm concerned about right now. There's obviously other like comic book panels and stuff like that. But that's these are the main panels I'm looking forward to the most.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, because I thought I saw somebody say that somebody was going to be on the panel. Geoff Johns, yeah. Was that real or is that somebody?
It's real. He's going to be on 2 different panels. Those are the comic book panels. He's going to be talking about 3 Jokers on a panel, and he's also going to be talking about some other comic book on another panel. But yeah, that's in a different universe because they have the DC FanDome set up in like these 5 different things, these 5 different universes you got to go to. And the movies are in one area. I think it's called Hall of Heroes, and there's another area, and so on.
There's one called You Fans. What is that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know details about that. Yes,
sounds like a YouTube channel. But yeah, so is this going to be like 2 days or just one?
It's all one day. It's a one-day Comic-Con type of event. It's gonna go from 1 o'clock to 8:30. Right, wait, 1 to 9 really Eastern Standard Time. At least I think that's the times, right? Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
Everything listed is Eastern Standard Time. So that'd be interesting. I'm really hyped for the Batman games. Honestly, the Batman games. Oh wait, you're still a fan. Is Geoff Johns going to be on the Snyder Cut panel? He might be the special guest. You never know. I get the apology from Geoff Johns on the Snyder Cut panel, guys. That's what's going to happen here.
Which I was going to say that anyway, but I don't know. Is it tea drink? Is it tea time yet? What's up?
Is it tea time?
Yes, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Do you want to take a smoke break first before we start?
Oh, no, I was just bringing this out just to show you my cup. That's all. This is coffee cup. That's all it is.
That's not. There's no hemp in that cup. There's nothing
Not
in
at
there.
all. None at all. But I love it because it just shapes it and makes it sound like.
Yeah. I'm echoing in your thing. Huh?
Wait a minute, it might be me.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I came back over here to get in the live chat. Now that we're off the thing. What's up, Stallone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Regular crowd. What's happening, guys?
2000 Man Reborn will rip Ray Fisher a new asshole. Geoff Johns will. That's a little extreme. I don't think he's gonna say anything, guys. All right, so like,
yeah, I don't think,
dude, for him to acknowledge this would be so stupid on his part, and only hurt him. It would only hurt him, guys. So
yeah.
Everybody expected him to acknowledge it. It's kind of crazy.
Which, yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's, I guess, my whole 2 cents on this that people don't seem to understand. And it's like, if you don't jump on board the train with Ray, then you are defending, those people. And that's not what I'm doing at all. All right. And even I've seen your hashtag, I don't stand with anybody.
I don't stand with anybody. You know what I'm saying? And people took that as like, what? You're against Ray Fisher? Like, no, man.
And it's like my thing, I can't speak for you. And so it's like, my thing is, I don't like the way they're coming at this. I don't like this cancel culture mentality. And they get mad whenever you say cancel culture. They're like, no, that's not what this is at all. Okay, what is it? It
is what it is, though. It is what it is. Like,
if it's not cancel culture, what is it? And so, and I don't know. It's like you nailed it in your video. There's no allegations. Give me a charge. I mean, even the closest thing we've gotten in any detail was the office meeting where he summoned him and threatened him. There's no context. It's just he just paints a picture with that tweet. He doesn't really describe anything. Yeah. And so I'm not defending either side. I'm just saying that the whole innocent until proven guilty thing is there for a reason. And I did the same thing last year with some people in this movement. All right. I defended a few people that were getting fucking mobbed on by another part of the movement. All right. I defended them, and now they're kind of turning around doing the same thing to somebody else now. And it's like, what? It's like, I don't know. It's like some kind of mad train that's happening. And it's like everybody's on emotion. And it's like, I don't know. I had this all like really smart in my head, and then it comes out all stupid. But yeah, that's my take on this. Don't look at me or Lantern as saying, hey, he's defending a predator. No.
Dude, I'm gonna react to Mad Max's video because like that time I know he was just doing it to ridiculous.
It's a clickbait thing. And I watched his reaction too, and I'm not talking bad about him or anything like that, but I do think it was funny that the same things he was accusing you of, he's guilty of the same thing.
Yeah.
He's assuming too much. He's putting all his faith in one side. He's not looking at the whole picture. But if you try to mention that, he kind of gets angry about it and doesn't really want to discuss it. So, okay. I'm not going to go there with him, so. But, man,
I got.
If we get a picture or at least just one page that describes what happened, or some kind of allegation or some kind of something where a charge can come forth or somebody can sue somebody, then, I mean, if Johns came out on the stage this weekend and was like, Ray Fisher, I apologize. I was wrong for what I did.
Is it going to end it? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, well, if he did it honestly, I'd be all for it. I'd be like, fuck yeah, Ray Fisher, da-da-da. But now it feels coerced. It feels like a fucking, like whenever the cops get somebody to sign a confession under duress kind of thing.
Exactly.
It's like, do this or else. And that's not how the system works. And it's just there's an episode of The Orville in season 1. It's the Seth MacFarlane Star Trek comedy kind of show.
Yeah.
There's an episode where they land on a planet where the whole justice system on that planet is social media. No. I shit you not. Like one of their crew does something funny to a statue. Everybody's around with their cameras and take pictures. Next thing you know, he's in prison because so many million viewers didn't like what he did.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
I was just watching the movie Idiocracy today, and the court scene where it's like, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. He's guilty as shit. That's essentially how everyone's like acting around this
hell
topic
yeah.
right now. Like they have no evidence of anything. Like
Dude.
Jeff Johns is guilty as shit, man. I heard someone say something. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like
Yeah. I just watched that too, like for the first time from beginning to end, I think night before last. And yeah, that's just weird. But it's a documentary. That's what the fuck it is, man. It's nothing but a documentary. But yeah, I mean, he might be guilty of shit. I mean, and as far as Joss Whedon goes, we've known he's been an asshole for years.
Yeah, but that's what I'm confused about. It's like, if you're an asshole, okay, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like,
where does
who
it end?
Like, I don't know. Like, I've been to workplaces where people are assholes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't try to get them fired. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever had your boss come up to you and say, hey, if you don't, do this right, there's the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a thinly veiled threat, but I never took it up to upper management. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to know the whole situation. I definitely need to know what Jeff Johns' side is, because all we know is John Berg and what he said, and Ray Fisher didn't deny it. You know what I'm saying? So all the, like everyone's like, where's Jeff Johns denying these allegations? So I'm like, John Berg said something and Ray Fisher didn't say anything. So I don't know.
It's all crazy. And then it's like that so far, that's the only like real thing that's come out is that he wouldn't say booyah, and it's like, okay, that's probably if it's true, oh my God. But I'll be honest with you, the people that may already have their minds made up about this.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Sci-Fi Dragon, we're probably gonna make a series out of this, okay? So let's hope he responds back. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep going.
Oh God,
it's gonna be a lot of fun because I think he's dead wrong about the whole victim thing that he was saying. But what were you gonna say? Yeah,
victim bashing, I think is what he called.
It's something like victim blaming. But I'm like, who's the victim? I don't know. Ray Fisher got paid a shit ton of money. I don't know. Like, it's what a victim. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got paid millions of dollars. I don't know.
I wish I could get that amount of money for my boss being an asshole to me.
I know, right? I definitely think people need to put things in perspective when it comes to this stuff, because it's not like they were raping people on set. It's not like Harvey Weinstein was like raping people, and they're kind of treating it like that. I'm like, no, like they had creative differences. And somebody called someone a bitch, probably on set. Like, that's what we're dealing with right now. And I don't think that, maybe a simple apology is all he's looking for. Like, I think that might be all he's looking for. If he was going to sue him, you would just do it. You wouldn't be teasing it for weeks. That doesn't make any sense, but yeah.
If he is holding something back because it's not time, why would he jeopardize that by saying all this shit now? If you're building a case, you don't tell your opponents you're about to fucking hit them with everything. You wait. It's a sneak attack. That's the whole point of building a case. You know what I mean? Come on. But that, and another thing that kind of bugs me is that everybody keeps throwing out, he doesn't care about his career. He wants justice. I'm like, well, if that was the case, he would have already said whatever he's got, because me being a person who has said fuck it a lot in my life because I didn't care about the consequences, you do it. Right there on the spot. You're like, you know what? Fuck you people. Hey, guess what this motherfucker did? You know what I mean? But don't hold on to it and say you held on to it because you were building a case, but then you're telling them everything that you're about to do, and it just doesn't make sense from a courtroom point of view, I guess.
Yeah. And Twitter is not a courtroom, people. No. Twitter's a place where you bitch online. That's all you do on Twitter, okay? So it's nothing legal's happened yet. And I'll be surprised if something legally does happen. I'll be really surprised.
Something's going to happen. Somebody will get pushed into something, probably. That seems to be the only strategy I see out of this right now. He's kind of using the current situation to kind of be in his favor so that he can get more people behind him to bring this, whatever it is, to light, But I don't know. I mean, like I said, both of them might be guilty. I don't know. You don't know.
100%.
And nobody on fucking Twitter knows unless they been in a fucking room with them. All right.
Exactly. And that's another thing too. Is like there's been tons of stories about Johns that are good. Like people have good interactions with him. What about all these people that have great interactions with him, and we're just focusing on the people that have bad interactions with him, which is like people have bad interactions with me. You know what I'm saying? like is that I don't know. Should I lose my career over it?
I know, right?
I don't know. It's all kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, back in the day, I don't know. You used to get in a fight. If you beat the guy's ass, you picked him up so he could buy you a beer. You don't kick him while he's down. I don't know if that makes any sense. It might just be me.
Honestly, that makes a lot of sense because like Geoff Johns is not the head of DC Films anymore. He lost that after Justice League. So, like, I don't know. Like, what more punishment could you do to the guy? You take away his production company? Is that what they're trying to do? The one he built? You want to take that away? I mean, like,
I don't know. Like,
it's kind of fucked up. It's
watching that reaction that Mad Max did. He kind of, I don't know, because whenever you asked that question in the video, he kind of went silent for a second, like he was thinking about it, and then he came back with just kind of a stuttering kind of thing. I mean, he didn't stutter, but kind of like he wasn't confident about his answer. It was kind of like, I don't know. The gist I got from it was that every workplace is going to be flowers and sunshine now if Ray Fisher wins this thing against Geoff Johns and Joss Whedon. All right, so is that what y'all think is going to happen? Because it's not. I mean, and
there's still going to be lots of assholes in Hollywood.
Oh,
the only way to get ahead in Hollywood is to be an asshole. Like, there's no other way. Like,
God. My mom and dad, I watched R-rated movies at a very young age, but they always told me this is not real. This is a movie. If we ever catch you doing any of this shit, we're gonna beat your ass. So, so I always had Hollywood and real life separated, because I remember back in the day when I was in high school. This was in the 90s. I think Interview with the Vampire had come out or was about to come out, and there was some Tom Cruise drama about him getting homeless people kicked out of his neighborhood or something. And a buddy of mine was like, "Oh, we're not going to watch Tom Cruise movies anymore. He's a dick. He da 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 da." And I'm like, his movies are still cool.
Yeah. It's still awesome to watch him run, Like, right? I love seeing that guy run. I love seeing that guy.
Exactly, right? Or hanging off a plane or a helicopter or a train or something. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, and if you face it, everybody in Hollywood got where they are from fucking over somebody else. I mean, that's the real Hollywood. Okay.
That's just like statistics. Like there's so many people in Hollywood that try to make it, and there's so many homeless people in Hollywood they don't tell you about. Like it's a fucking shithole over there. Yeah.
And so, I mean, not everybody. I'm sure like Tom Hanks might be genuine. I really think
he seems like the greatest guy ever, doesn't he? Like, he's so much fun to hang out with. Like
it's Zack Snyder. I've never heard anybody say anything bad against him. But you know who has? James Cameron, fucking Mel Gibson. Holy shit. I never thought he was gonna shake back.
They tried to take him down for being anti-Semitic, and like that's huge deal.
Those are the people actually running Hollywood.
Yeah, that's fucking like they tried. Like,
and Christian Bale, remember that poor fucking guy on the set?
Exactly, dude. Like Christian Bale was fucking verbally abusing a dude on a recording. Like you could hear his voice, and nobody gave a fuck. And
nobody gave it. Fucking Family Guy talked about it more than anybody else. I mean, that's. Yeah.
And he's still the most sought after person in Hollywood. Like it's it's wild, man. It's wild.
It is. Hell, there's an episode of Firefly where Joss Whedon tells us he's an asshole. That fucking episode, Janestown, where they built the statue of Jane in the Mudder's Town, takes it down. At the end of it, they're having a heartfelt discussion about it, and Mal tells him every man had a statue built for him with some kind of sumbitch or another at one time, or something like that. So it's like, people are people. Fuck.
Yeah, man. Dude, people can be assholes in bad days. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you want to hold it against somebody. If they do one wrong thing, does that mean their whole life was wrong up to that point? You know what I'm saying? Like, make, bad decisions or
that was my big thing when all this first came out. I was like, I asked somebody about it. I think it was Count Movie Marks. I was like, what happened? Like, is this a Hollywood pedo thing? Is this a sexual assault thing? Is this a racist thing?
Like that.
Or is this just an asshole thing? And it's like, I don't know. Nobody knows.
Yeah, dude. Like, if it was dude, like, because Ray Fisher just said abuse, right? He said that Josh Whedon was verbal. Like, what did he say? He said he was gross. He was abusive, unprofessional.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what does the abuse? Because that's just like, was it verbal abuse? Was it physical? Was it mental? There's a bunch of different kinds of abuses. Yeah. And if it was just verbal, then you've seen Josh Whedon, like, behind the scenes stuff. Dude, that dude, he has a fucked up sense of humor. Like, he'll say some fucked up shit. And if you can't take it, you might take it as an insult. So, like, that's just how he talks.
Yeah, and Joss Whedon has that kind of condoning tone in his voice when he talks.
Like, everyone's beneath him. Like, like, dude, he's been like that for years, dude. Yeah. Years.
I remember watching a Firefly commentary where he said something that I didn't like. I was like, "Fuck you, Joe." But I kept watching the fucking show, and but like I said, if this does turn out to be something
like that serious,
serious, then fuck yeah, take the guys down. But don't build an army for something that might not be as fucked up as you're making it out to be.
Yeah.
So.
And we're only hearing one side of it. That's like the other part that's kind of like bugging me. Yeah. Like, everybody has the same source when it comes to this shit too. That's what it seems like, because they say the same exact thing. So it has to be coming from the same person.
I was looking for more information on it, and all I could get was the Ray Fisher tweet. Like, that's all that popped up all that night. It's like, okay, there's got to be something else for all this to be going on. Nope, there wasn't. So I don't know. So I just don't. Yeah, I don't want the people like that might be supporting this but aren't being as loud about it. I don't want them to be pissed at me because, hey, we might disagree on this. But I've had personal experience of being railroaded, so I'm a little shy about shit like this. I'm a little. I got trust issues, so
Right. But, I mean, people can say whatever the fuck they want. You know what I'm saying? Just anything. Like, so. That's why that's what was disturbing me when everyone was like, "I stand with Ray Fisher." Like, guys, he could say whatever he wants, and they're probably not going to respond because it would only incriminate themselves. Like. Even if they said they were sorry, that means they did something wrong. And if they denied it, then people would be like, "Oh, why are they denying it?" So, like, you can't really win. You can't really win. Like,
no, that's not
saying anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's called a mob for a reason. I'm sorry if that pisses some people off, but that's exactly what this is turning into, and it's coming from a corner of the movement that the reason why I started following it in the first place was because it was standing against the side of the movement that was making all these wild fucking claims and shit that didn't have any kind of behind it. So it's like the tables have turned now, and it's like really confusing for me because it's like, well, shit, what am I going to watch on Friday night now? But I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping that this all pans out eventually, so that everybody can just shut up about it. I mean, I'm just sick of hearing about it now.
Right. I definitely just wanted to just stop. Here, you keep talking. Hold on here.
Okay. That's one reason why I'm going to plug my channel. I did a read-along for a story that I've been working on for a long time. That solely came out of the decision of, you know what? I don't really want to get into a snake pit tonight. So what do I want to do? That was the first thing that came out of my head.
Oh, dude, I was at the Springs and I saw Geoff Johns swimming across the water.
Oh no! Did he bite anybody?
No, he was just wearing a ball cap. He was just wearing.
Thought you were talking about a snake swimming across.
No, it's 100% snake. It was a water moccasin. It was not very poisonous. Kill you with one bite.
Yeah, honestly. Geoff Johns really wasn't on my radar until all this shit started happening with the Snyder Cut. Like, I've read his comics, I've heard his name, I've seen his name in the comics, and even when all of this Geoff Johns hate first started coming out, I wanted to jump on board with everybody else, but then it's like, wait a minute, hold on.
He hasn't had. He's had a
that-
clean record for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? 30 years. It's tough. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you were posting some tweets about the comics that he'd done, and I like, or no, it was a favorites comics. I don't know. It was like a top 4 favorite comic. Anyway, I pulled out Teen Titans, a kids game, and saw Geoff John's name on it. I was like, holy fuck! I was like, I got guy. You know? So he's a great writer, but he's just not cut out for Hollywood. You know, I mean, that's his biggest. Yeah, that's his biggest failure right there. Is that he just sucks as a Hollywood guy. You know.
Yeah, but you know, I follow a lot of comic book writers on YouTube and stuff. Like they have some of these guys have YouTube channels, and they were talking about this Ray Fisher post, and they don't believe Ray Fisher because of the interactions they've had with Geoff Johns. So like, I can't believe Geoff Johns would do something like that because like the way I talked to him, he was a great guy, and they've actually worked with him. So like, it's like I don't know.
You got 2 different sides coming at you.
Exactly. And I don't think a lot of people in this movement want to even acknowledge the other side. And that's like the 30 years of history of Geoff Johns being a great guy to people. And then when he gets to Hollywood, that's when everything goes to shit. Like he can't make good movies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
who knows? He may have made some bad decisions in the heat of the moment, thinking that he could make better movies. You know,
he might be a total asshole on set. Yeah.
He may have done something dirty. Like I said, we don't know until we read the book. Okay.
And if it is just words, then I really don't care. Like, you know, like if it's just words, like he just called Ray Fisher a bitch or something like that. Like, I can't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't care.
Yeah. I say it like that. I don't even think it was that. I mean, if it was something that bad, I think he would have said something a lot sooner. This may have been something like you were saying. It could have been a small piece of advice that he took the wrong way. You know, he may have been saying, "Look, dude,
that's what I'm thinking.
You need to slow your roll. All right, people are talking, and you know it's not cool. And if you want to continue doing this, you know, something like that." He may have been in a bad mood that day. He may have said that in a different tone of voice. Who knows? You know,
like it's easily what it could have been. And people don't think about the context either. The context at the time in 2016 when they were making the movie, everybody, like all the internet hated Zack Snyder. You couldn't even find people that liked him. Okay, so like, you know, it was his vision was getting changed back then. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean, that was
hindsight's 2020, man. Like it's.
I blame.
Yeah, go ahead.
I blame the shitty reactions to BVS. That's what I fucking blame.
100%. That's exactly why. That's exactly what happened.
The people, the audience, the fucking reviewers who love the MCU, they're the ones who got this wheel rolling. I mean, he already had his script written for the fucked up version of Justice League, and then after BVS, they were like, no, you know, fuck no, you know, and so that's where the finger should be pointed right there, man. So
should be pointing at the audience, honestly. If the audience doesn't hate BVS, we're not even here right now, honestly.
Exactly.
We're probably not even talking.
Exactly right.
But this is the Hemp Hour. So if you got any kind of tools at your disposal, I got my Batman right here. We're gonna end the stream. A little smoke sesh. You got pickle. He's got some great bowls, guys. Great bowls. You need to share who your seller is. Like who's the guy who's giving you all these bowls here?
I go to fucking truck stops. Like they go and like the Indian convenience stores, they've got them sitting in the display case. Like awesome. Yeah, and like there's this one particular one about an hour from here that's got some great. They had a Flash one that I wanted, but I didn't have the money on me and hadn't been back since. So yeah, there's all kind of cool shit there.
Yes. Is there anything else you want to talk about here on the stream? Is there anything on your mind here?
Well, I could say here's something for the people who want to find something positive in this whole thing. Don't matter if it's true or not. Let's just fantasize for a second. Okay, let's say Joss Whedon. Okay, he's a whip man. I don't know if you've watched Age of Ultron.
He's a dictator. He's a dictator. It's not even. Yeah.
He was like the studios own his ass, like plain and simple. And after Age of Ultron, he didn't even have anything else set up. So They're like, all right, we want this movie from Zack. How are we going to do it? Well, family fucking tragedy happens. Hey, we got a chance to do this. Who we going to get? Fuck, I don't know. Who's going to do this? We got to find somebody with the lowest fucking ego and fucking self-respect left to fucking do this.
Josh
Whedon in here now. And so maybe he went in having to do it for whatever reasons. And then, like, because 15 years ago, Joss Whedon was Zack Snyder. I mean,
yeah, dude, he was loved. The fans got a show of his to get a movie. It's
A
the
movie
same
made.
exact thing that happened. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
And
Anyway.
that's reversed. Yeah.
Now, let's say he came in and they told him, you got to do this or else. And he's like, fuck. And he's like, fuck y'all. But he can't say it to their face. So he rewrites 80 pages of the fucking script and only has, like, what, the minimum amount of Zack Snyder footage in there?
And he only has 6 months to do it.
Yeah.
6 months to do it. Craziness.
Well, and so I'm thinking, you know, he really didn't hijack the movie itself. Stick with me here.
Well, it's already hijacked, but yeah.
he hijacked the cast and crew to make the movie that the studio told him to make. All right. And so the way I see it, and even when Snyder talked about burning the movie, blowing it up before putting that shit in there, he didn't say Joss Whedon. He meant any fucking body with any fucking movie with any alternate footage that you're trying to claim as his in his movie. Fuck you. No, get the fuck out. And so everybody just takes that as Joss shade. Okay. Well, what if Joss Whedon did this whole 80-page rewrite? Maybe he should have went to the cast and crew before they started reshooting saying, look, I don't want to be here any more than you. This fucking sucks, but we got to do this or we're all fucking jobless tomorrow. So what we're going to do,
what happened. Yes.
We're going to fucking do a whole different movie. All right. We're going to give them what they want. We're going to give them their fucking MCU, fucking DC. And when it sucks, then, you know, we'll be like, haha, showed you. But yeah, it's like Justice League is not Zack Snyder's movie. I think we can all agree on that. You know,
100%, yeah. Not even close.
Like, not even close. Like, you know, so it's like, it's not even Zack's movie. And that seems to be something a lot of people, maybe I understand it like that, and a lot of people don't for whatever. Maybe I'm the dumb one. but yeah,
no,
I mean,
makes sense.
It's like he didn't take Zack's movie and like cut out a scene here, cut out a scene there, and then show the rest of it. You know, he didn't cut out an hour and a half of it and put what was left on the screen. You know,
he was making a new movie. Yeah, he was making a new movie.
That's a Joss Whedon movie on screen. Yeah. Now the fucking studio, fuck them. You can even see the I tried sign. You know,
like that's 100% Josh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you know, guys. You know what? I had to do this. I'm sorry. You know, maybe they'll see this and it'll get something made. And I even let's see. Whenever Joss Whedon said that, release the glass, whatever the fuck he said, I took it as him and his artsy fartsy way saying release a Snyder cut, and so I was like, all right, I'm happy now. Fucking, I don't have to fucking listen to him no more. So, and that's just the way. That's I don't know. That's just the way I'm looking at this now. So before judging people on something one person says, fucking try to get a full picture of the whole situation. You know, I mean, you ever hear that fucking line? Only believe half of what you see and none of what you hear.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Right, same thing. So yeah, I think that's all I got. I'll probably get hated and run off Twitter now. So woohoo!
It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, dude, like I think you made a military analogy one time too. Like when a soldier comes home from war, they're still in the war. You know, that's what a lot of these Snyder Cut people are still. They're still in the war. We're still in the battle to get the Snyder Cut. But it's like, we got it, dude. Like, it's coming. We're gonna see the whole thing. They're giving him like $100 million to finish it. Like, it's.
I know. We're getting more than we ever wanted. You know.
Yeah, way more.
It's not enough. It's like, well, that, and I think your red light analogy was fucking spot on. I never thought of that because I've done that dumb shit. I've actually taken the time while sitting at a red light in the middle of nowhere to do other shit in the car.
It's like, you just keep going. You know?
Go, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's like the elephant you see at the zoo with the little tiny rope staking the stake to the ground, holding it in place.
It could pull that shit out anytime it wants. Yeah, it can.
Yeah.
Right?
conditioning. That's why I tweeted back to you about, what is practice? Practice is repeating something over and over until it's second nature. And we've been chasing the Snyder cut for 2.5, 3 years now. And so, it's like on Twitter every day doing the same thing over and over and over. You get conditioned without even realizing it. Like, I got off Twitter a while. Well, this was a few months ago. I got off for a little while just because my girlfriend said, it's changing you. Since you've been acting weird, so you need to back off. I'm like, okay. So, and it's easy to get wrapped up in it. We're all emotional about this thing. It's about separating the emotions from, hold on, there's something. It's about separating the actions from the reactions. That's where I was going with it. So all right.
I think that's gonna do it. I think an hour is perfect time for a stream. Thanks everybody for joining. We had some people watching, surprisingly. We're making them nervous, those YouTubers. We're gonna get more and more people. We're gonna surpass them all. Scared.
I think you and me talked about this, about how we're not the only ones who think like this, but other people are too scared to say anything.
Lots of people are too scared to say anything.
That by itself should tell you if someone is scared to speak their mind, there's something wrong.
Like when everybody went after subjective reviews for whatever video he made about like the Nerd Queens. I was just like, guys, like, come on.
The guy said he hated it?
Yeah, he said everyone got his case about it.
I didn't even watch the whole thing. I watched like the first few minutes of it, and I couldn't stop fucking laughing.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah,
I was like, this dude has zero fucks. Like,
and he shouldn't. Like, he's been in this fucking shit for like years. Like,
I love seeing somebody who has some stroke like that just go off the fucking deep end every now and again.
Yeah, that's great. That's content right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's your hot take. Jeez.
Yeah, man. That's it for now. Thanks everybody for joining. We'll probably, come back on anytime. I'm going to try to do this more weekly, maybe. Keep promises I can't keep. But we'll try. All right. Thanks everybody. See ya.
Peace.